Today I'm working on a 2012 BMW X5. It's a 3-liter, the twin turbo model. Came in with an oil leak, so I'm looking at the car and it's leaking from a lot of different areas, but the most important thing and what I'm prioritizing as number one priority for the customer is the oil filter housing gasket. Um, Oil filter housing gasket is leaking pretty bad on this, and the oil cooler gasket you can see, and it's getting on the drive belt. And that in itself is not that big of a deal. It's just an oil leak. But what happens on these motors is when these drive belts get oiled down enough, they actually they just fly off the tensioner. They come right off and then they shred. And it's very common that the belt gets sucked between the sucked in through the front crank seal. I haven't seen this on any other motor other than these. The belt gets sucked in through the front crank seal and dislodges the timing chain. I've totaled several cars because of this same thing, and it just wasn't worth fixing. And I've actually had bent valves and heads had to come off, and very very serious problem. And it seems like this oil leak, it's a few $100s to fix, and it has to be done when it's leaking to a certain point. Obviously, sometimes you can see them just a little bit of a leak, just sweating, and that you can put off. But keep an eye on it when you start to get an oiled down drive belt like this, and it's all over the front of the motor. This is dangerous, and you need to fix it. It's very high priority. So if the advisor tells you something like this and it sounds like they're just trying to scare you, they're telling the truth. I see it a lot. So that's it. Thanks.